Hey Antonio, so sorry to keep you waiting 30 seconds. Man, it's weird to see you motivated to actually show up on time. Yeah, you really want to talk about it, huh? Not that I blame you. It's so good. Dude, I fucking love it. It's incredible. I know, right? It has no right to be that fucking good. What is it? Right now, I got the last two episodes editing. So we got a nice big confrontation tomorrow, as well as unmasking the culprit. And then the epilogue will be on Monday. It is. I genuinely enjoyed it. I've enjoyed Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative so much. I know. I kind of feel silly for believing that this whole time. You know, up until it was revealed. Oh no, she's Komeji's daughter, which is just sure. What can I say? I shot my shot and I was dead wrong. That usually happens in these games. Let me knock out. Oh wow, I have a lot of supports. A lot more than I thought I did.
You wanted to talk, Martha?
What's off?
This is an interesting choice of location.
I hear you've been going above and beyond lately. That you perform miracles each time you set foot on the battlefield.
Why are you complimenting me all of a sudden? I mean, things have been going well, but...
No. That was revealed in today's episode, wasn't it? She has an AI ball. Did you not watch the whole episode again? Because I'm fairly certain that was in today's episode. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, that was today's episode. That's her... Well, first off, her left eye... I'm assuming you're talking about it from your perspective, but yeah, her left eye is the eyeball. No, her left eye was the blind eye. She was born with a blind left eye. Not right. Her right eye is normal.
Oh, I assure you, I have no ulterior motive. You've helped me out a great deal too, after all. Even Her Majesty praises your fine work. She talks about you so much, in fact, I'm more than a little sick of hearing your name.
Okay, bitch.
Huh. She talks about me that much? Wait a sec. You aren't jealous, are you? Nah, that wouldn't make any sense.
Indeed, it wouldn't.
I don't know,
Why
maybe
in
it
the
changed
world
color or
would
something.
be jealous of you?
Who knows?
After all, you are merely Her Majesty's
Maybe they just modeled it
subordinate.
wrong. I don't fucking know.
Your relationship will never transcend the bounds of master and servant. It will never reach the depths of meaning that Her Majesty and I share.
Don't you yearn for the same fucking relationship, though? Master and servant?
So you are jealous.
In what way? I am merely telling you the truth as I see it. It never even crossed my mind how irritatingly close you and Her Majesty are. Not once.
It's clearly been weighing on your mind a lot.
Yeah, you basically just admitted it.
I certainly did not.
You did. You said you were jealous that Edelgard and I are so close.
The word jealous never traversed my lips.
You sure you're not, though?
Perhaps a little.
That's what I thought.
But so what if I am? I have always been Her Majesty's most devoted admirer. Hubert is one thing, but you're just a run-of-the-mill mercenary. To think Her Majesty has uttered your name more times than she has mine, it makes me want to scream my lungs out.
I think this is the part of the conversation where I'm supposed to just walk away.
You've been counting? Why even keep score? It's not a contest. All this worrying is just gonna stress you out.
It's no good. I still keep track even if I'm not worried. I cannot help it.
Sounds like you need some help, Monica.
I can't believe it has come to this. I have no other choice but to ask for your help.
What's come to what now?
I will just have to show you. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, just end it there. Alright, that was the only one I had with her. Yeah, Hubert and Ferdinand have one.
So when it comes to precedent, that is the situation. Yes, I see.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? Such zeal.
Ah, Hubert! What are you doing here at this hour?
Yeah, maybe she realized something, because the receiver was still on in his socket, so maybe she heard something he said.
Up to your usual intrigues behind Edelgard's back?
I would thank you not to make such blind and rude assumptions when you lack any basis for them.
Well, yes. I suppose I was making assumptions. You have my apologies.
Not at all. I am, in truth, up to my usual intrigues, so your amends are quite unnecessary.
Oh, all right then. Hold a moment. You were?
In any event, what are you reading with such vigorous intent?
Listen to me, Hubert.
A book of past judicial precedent, is it? Ah, and specifically concerning the prosecution of nobles.
Yes. I have a mind to settle matters with my father. The letter of the law considers rebellion a capital crime, but practically speaking, that is not the case. Members of the nobility are especially likely to be granted clemency, and all the more so in recent years.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Somnium Files 3 whenever Ojikoshi makes that.
Yes, they expiate their guilt by surrendering peerage, providing assets and information, and leaning on the strength of their past meritorious deeds. In short, the nobility make full use of every excuse available to hold tight to their miserable lives. One could pluck off their arms and legs and leave them to fester in the dankest of prisons, and they would still come wriggling back to the surface. So long as they are permitted to live, that is.
Like with the former Marquis Vestra?
That one did not serve his emperor properly, and acted in a manner easily construed as treasonous. This is incontrovertible fact.
Go on.
Sadly, he resisted arrest and lost his life in the unfortunate incident that ensued. His guilt, or innocence, on the matter of treason will remain forever shrouded in mystery.
That sounds like a careful bit of sophistry to me. It appears to anyone with half a mind that you thought him guilty and had him executed.
Yeah, I know, right? Mizuki really got fucking kicked when she was
As a
down.
noble, he should have been judged in public, as is right and proper, no?
So long as they are permitted to live, the noble creature struggles desperately to continue doing so. Such is ever their nature.
Which is precisely why I am investigating precedent. In order to block any means by which my father could escape justice. I will not allow him to stage a comeback. I will see my father properly judged for his crimes.
But could you, if matters came to that? I wonder.
It is not a question of can or cannot. The man will be dealt with, and by my hand, I could never forgive myself otherwise. Not as the inheritor of the title of Duke Ire, nor as the one to succeed him as Prime Minister.
It is for Her Majesty to decide such things. However, if it proves to be in Her Majesty's interest, I suspect this resolve of yours will be most welcome.
That's not so unusual. Happens all the time. Whether it's about Somnium Files or Fate Granddaughter, it's usually never about Fire Emblem. I'm used to that.
This war is getting more brutal with each passing day. If I don't learn to adapt, I'll never survive. Maybe if I work on my bow skills, I can get good enough to fight from a safe distance. I wonder if Petra will teach me. I mean, she doesn't hate me, so that must mean we sort of get along.
You are needing my help, Bernadetta?
Petra! Were you there this whole time?
For enough time. I am also thinking we are getting along.
You do? Aw, Petra! But I mean, I actually could use your help. I want to get better with the bows, so I was thinking maybe you could give me some intensive training? But I mean, you really don't have to. It's fine.
Of course. It would give me delight. But there is one concern I am having.
Oh, it's the fact that I'm horribly untalented, isn't it?
No, you are not without talent. I have seen you being very light upon your feet. But it is only when you are feeling threatened. So, for you to have the greatest improvement, I must be giving you fear when I am training you.
This'll end well.
Okay. But maybe you could be threatening in a non-threatening way?
That could be done. But then you would not be having improvement. Terror is what you are needing for this.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
Then we must be forgetting this idea. I do not want your heart to be giving out.
Hey, come on! I'm not completely afraid of applying myself, you know?
If we are doing this intensive training, you will have to be facing the trial of wind. I am thinking you lack the readiness you need.
The trial of wind? You know what? Do your worst. My heart can take whatever you dish out and chew it into little tiny pieces.
Very well. Once we have our beginning, I will not relent. I hope you have offered your prayers today.
On second thought, maybe we should discuss this just a little more before we Petra, enough! Cease! Your arrows are just one big blur!
Now it is time for seriousness. 100 arrows from behind.
I thought we were already serious!
Oh.
Is this the afterlife? Am I dead?
It's one of the best.
You have done it, Bernadetta! You are the survivor of Bridget's fearsome trial by wind.
What does that even mean?
This training is meant to be testing our resolve, just as the spirits do. Warriors of Bridget who are surviving the trial receive the blessings of the wind spirits. You have passed. Now the spirits will be with you always, and guiding your arrows.
I passed? Yes! You go, Bernie! But actually, I'm just happy to get your approval here. It feels nice.
It is the approval of the wind spirits, not mine. But I am sharing in your happiness all the same.
No, only one left. Oh, lot less than I thought I had.
There you are, Iggy.
What is it, Happy?
Here, for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Happy.
Did you draw this?
I sure did. What do you think?
It's really good. Even better than I'd expect.
You're being very nice, Ignatz.
Really?
Yes. I feel the raw energy coming from each of your powerful pen strokes.
Happy to hear it. So, what can I do to make it better?
Let's see. Well, I suppose it might be nice to add a little greenery to the background. The subject is very well drawn, so you can fill the background with color and it will still stand out.
Greenery? Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, and maybe you could add some flowers? With a few more details, you can expand your world and really bring out the majesty and mystery of nature.
But I don't really need any of that stuff, do I? I mean, that's not the vibe I'm going for.
Oh, sorry. Yes, prioritizing the impression of the subject as it is now is equally important. Your deer was just so well drawn that I guess I ended up including things that I personally like.
Wait, you said deer. What deer?
The deer right there. The one that's pretty much the entire subject of the drawing?
Oh boy.
I didn't draw a deer.
Then what's the brown thing?
So that's what it looks like, huh? It was supposed to be a guy. Guess I'm bad at this.
That's not true at all. I mean,
Look, you drew me before, so I guess it inspired me to try my hand at it. But it looks like I'm no good, so it's probably time to hang up my paintbrush.
No, wait! I can teach you. You can't give up on art just because I didn't understand your work.
Well, if you say so, I guess I'll keep going.
Okay. So, who is this a picture of?
You fool.
It's you, Iggy.
Huh? Sorry, did you say me? Wait, so what are these horns?
Probably his glasses.
Those are your glasses, obviously.
That's what those are? Oh, I did it again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I kind of wish that one went on for another level. Oh, man. I mean, yeah, it does make sense to draw him as a deer since he is one of the deer. Alright. What do we got for battles this time? Oh yeah, it's just the... Really, I could just do one battle and that's it. I mean, I'll go around, of course. Hold on, what? Which chapter am I at? I think I'm only on 8. It's not like I'm terribly far.
Have to do my best.
Oh, what? You're playing on hard, aren't you? I'm on normal. So that's why the levels are weird. Yeah, I remember you said that. What is this one? It's defeat the brawl and other enemies. Okay.
The fight starts now.
No, that's because I'm a normal. That's why my levels are not completely weird.
I'll do my best.
Let one of those easy wins.
I will ensure that what needs to be done is done.
back.
Something stupid. What's up? What'd you do?
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
I'm at 236 kills already. Oh, it does?
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I didn't know that. Oh, I thought that was a stronghold. Yeah, I did. I guess you were right about it. It's more so based on class than weapon. Might be. I misunderstood that.
Here it comes. You're done.
It is weird.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I guess it makes sense though, considering that they don't allow you to equip more than one weapon type in this game, which is also kind of stupid, because you have a bunch of people who have like signature weapons, like Annette and Sedith, and then their recommended class can't even wield them. Because if you go Wyvern Lord with Sedith, he can't use the Spear of Assault, and then if you use Mage with Annette, she can't use Crusher.
Show me what you're capable of.
She's so dumb.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
That's why I like what they did in Three Houses, where any class can use any weapon.
Win for our side.
We're done for. The rest is up to you. I'm unstoppable.
I feel like I can do anything with you by my side.
Objective fulfilled.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Marquis Erebus.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Take a breather.
Our time has finally come.
Thieves too. That was a Pegasus Knight down there.
Here it comes. Take this.
Yeah, I know. I want to get appraisal on as many people as I can, just because it really helps with just getting materials. I want to try to do the same thing with Death Spoil too, so I can make grinding
Still
gold a
improving.
little easier.
Show me what you're capable of. To no one. Stand aside. Get out of my way.
I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
I'm trying to think who I have mastered the most classes with. I think that's probably with my protagonist. I think probably second place is Constance. I have a lot done with her. Yeah, you're still chapter 5 or 6, so yeah. You don't have as much stuff as I do.
Can you believe this, Gwendol? We've waited what feels like decades, and still no Imperial army.
Shut the fuck up, Count Row.
What is the Emperor thinking? She promised to protect us.
Calm yourself, my lord. They will come. We've received reports of a large army forming to the south of Arianrhod. They will scatter this siege to the wind. I have no doubt of that.
They had better. It's her promises that swayed me into betraying the kingdom in the first place. I didn't do this just so my lands could be leveled by the King of Fargus's fiery wrath.
The Silver Maiden will keep us safe. She yields to no invader.
Viscount Elidor and Count Duval have both sent messages, imploring me to surrender for the sake of my people.
So even Elidor and Duval turned on him.
Yes, perhaps it's not too late. I can lure the Imperial army in and kill them, then beg the king for mercy.
My lord.
Lonato, you fool. Your rashness is to blame for all of this.
Well, that is also true. Ro would not be in this situation if Lonato hadn't rallied an army to go kill the Archbishop.
This is no time to go soft, my lord. Turning our coats a second time would be abominable. One betrayal can be explained away with the right sort of excuse. But a second paints the lot of us as feckless curs.
And that's an inaccurate picture. How, Lonato?
Then what would you have me do? Gwendol, you tell me.
Command it, my lord, and I will gladly go to my grave. You, however, must not. Yet unless you have fought life and limb for your people, you cannot surrender with honor intact. Anything less would earn you the people's scorn, just as it did your ancestors.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Yes, of course. It certainly would not do to forget that Ro blood is stained with treachery. Well, so be it. A weather vane must go with the wind, and a born traitor must finish the sedition he started.
Wise words, my lord. Your people will thank you for this course of action.
God, why are we helping these fucking idiots?
Hey!
Oh, good for you. I still do feel bad about not getting that on the right one, on the first one. However, I do feel confident in myself. Oh, not really confident, but just I'm satisfied with myself because I've been watching some other people play through the game, and they had a lot of trouble with that puzzle in Tokiko's office because apparently no one knows how to do math. And apparently a bunch of people playing through the game had the same trouble that dipshit in my college algebra class had, where they were going, wait, I thought something multiplied by 0 was 1. Yes, people are having trouble on the math puzzle. On simple multiplication, people are having trouble on that. I will admit, I did not get it at first, but I got it pretty quickly after I learned, oh, I'm not supposed to add them, they're x's multiply. But, like, come on, people. Jesus Christ. It's so fucking sad. Yeah, but why are people doing exponents? Why are people doing exponents and not multiplication? Why would an exponent be the answer? They are wrong. They're still idiots. But that idiocy is even more incomprehensible. I'm well aware that that's correct math. But why are their minds jumping to doing fucking exponents instead of multiplication? That's just a different kind of idiocy. Like, goddamn. Alright, save the mage. No one's here seriously.
This war is ours to be won.
Hell yeah, Ferdinand. It's been a while since I used him. Sucking in math intensifies. Yeah, really does. It's a real problem for some people, apparently.
Literally, anyone else would be more useful.
Just turn me loose already.
Follow me. They're not taking this from us.
We will surmount this challenge together.
Oh, I should go defend that mage now.
Chase my comrades after this.
I'm dragging the others down.
Let us use this for the glory of our army. I can still One cannot win by showing mercy to enemies.
There you go.
Good. I'm glad the other guy just walked into it.
I will take all the strength I can get. I'm sorry. We weren't strong.
Yeah, I can safely say I never really had that problem when I was a student.
You shall pay for this.
I'm a good test taker.
I could do with some reinforcements.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'm on it. No charge. Just
Sucking essays except art. That's pretty good schoolwork.
We won't lose, no matter what.
That was never necessarily,
Our time has
I don't
finally
remember
come.
what I was trying to say there.
Take a breather.
Oh no, Annette! Oh, Annette Pierce is a warrior, of course. She's. Oh no, she doesn't even have Crusher. Oh, I don't want to fight Annette.
I'm not afraid to fight. I'm doing this for all the people I care about. I have to fight, and I have to win.
Here I go.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Some sense into the mage, alright. Fucking.
There is not a question of can.
Get him, Ferdinand.
What's next?
Going the wrong way.
How does that please you?
No, I don't think it was. I don't remember what train of thought I was taking there. You know, I don't know why. For some reason, I was always good at testing taking. I get, well, not always, but for some reason I excelled at it in high school. Good enough to the point where they wanted to put me in all honors classes, but I said no. I didn't fucking want to. Guess that's just how you get them. I don't know.
I will not.
Oh, there's a challenge battle.
Greetings.
That's
It literally doesn't matter. I'll take 11 sword.
That's
Cannot use awakening or warrior specials during this battle. Alright. Bows. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not like I really need either of them. Material repository is captured. Can I use awakening or warrior specials? Alright.
Literally, anyone else would be more useful.
Holy shit, I'm really good in this fucking fight. I'll just have Edelgard defend the stronghold. Shit, okay.
Starts now.
Hear all. We must hold at all costs.
You're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Literally no fucking chance.
None will pass on my watch.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
More bitter than black as coffee.
Still improving.
The fruits of your training are
Where's
magnificently
Amir, by the way?
evident.
No idea. All I know is that we have LeBronda. I guess because Edelgard didn't ally with the Slitherers, she didn't get her. She didn't get them to make a new weapon for her.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. Don't mind if I do.
You got one tough fight on your hands. Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Damn, if one of you guys would go up there and deal with this guy, that'd be great.
We can't gain any ground. Retreat!
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Ball. Oh, I'll kill him easily. I swear, there are so many armor and cav enemies in this game. The rapier just makes things so much better. Like it's so worth investing in just plus 100ing a rapier for your protagonist. It's crazy how fucking good it is.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Right on.
Oh, they do have the cav weakness still? That's pretty funny.
The situation gets even worse.
So there's literally no reason to dismount. defeat the golem. You know, that could have showed up a little sooner.
I don't know how we held them off, but we did.
One of the things in this is to get all the side missions, and I didn't do that. Oh, no, it wasn't. So many side battles. What is this? 3 arcane crystals for premium magic herbs. That's pretty good. This one is all the side missions. Oh, it changed your moveset. That I didn't know. That makes sense then. Alright, defeat the cab and other enemies. The paladin's routed. Here's Ignots. I'm gonna throw your eats in there. Soldier moveset with the extension for higher classes. Oh, it's not bad.
Let's earn our keep. I'll do what I've got to do.
Here I come.
That's it.
I will accompany you. Bear witness.
Here I go!
I mustn't bring shame upon my good name.
Showtime, loves. Shall we be off? Grovel at my feet. Get forgiveness.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Bear witness.
I claim this land for House Nouvelle.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
You're weak.
Go back on the horse. Oh shit, what the fuck is that damage I was doing?
That's it for us.
Oh yeah, I forgot, I have like so much crit and damage stuff on fucking Yuritsa. It's insane.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place. You're weak.
Our time has finally come. Let's begin.
I can still fight.
Moving on. You're weak. Child's play.
Don't go overboard, Emil.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Oh no, Antonio might want to look away. Look who's here.
You ready for this?
Well, time to fight Sylvain.
I take no pleasure in this fight, and neither will you.
And you get ready to turn the screen black. And now they're casting magic. Cool. Let's have resonant healing.
Too easy.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Take a breather.
Alright, time to go
All
deal
would
with
be
Sylvain.
lost if I were to die here.
Holy shit, what the fuck is this? What are there like 50 people in here?
You know what they say about playing with fire.
You'll have to take things from here.
I'm dragging the others down.
Bye, Sylvain. Look, it's okay, he's not dead, he retreated.
We could fight again, but the result would be the same.
I don't want to have to hurt the blue lions, I love them too much.
I won't let myself stop here.
That's why I'm kind of sad that I did that one first, I guess. Oh, free forge uses. I might have to do that. Grab the enemy.
To war.
Yeah, it's all right.
Imperial forces, attack!
Yeah, we can win this.
This is all my fault.
You're weak.
You'll have to take things from here.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Oh, cool. And a demonic beast.
We are backed into a corner.
All right, back over there. Perfect. I'll get rid of the bishop first. That just took out one of the beast's parts
Looks like that's it for
because I'm
us.
too strong.
Rue your own frailty.
You provide a shining example for all.
materials from that. What'll happen first? Will I destroy the shield gauge, or will I... Oh no, I'll destroy the shield gauge first. Ah, damn, I thought I'd be able to do that before he got his attack off. I don't think I've ever seen one of them lose their masks before.
Rejoice! Victory is ours!
Hey, Tempest Lance level 2. Was oh, Silver Sword. Killer Lance, Killer Bow. Alright. I think I have one of the other legendary weapons. I think I have 3 of them actually. I think I have what, Gradatus, Mercurius, and Haute Claire. I didn't even realize I had Mercurius or Haute Claire. Alright, Pegasus Knight reaches its yeah, I'm good on this side. I think I can take care of things on this map.
Let's earn our keep.
Oh yeah, the Sage Tome is another one.
We shall hold
I keep forgetting that's a legendary weapon.
Do not be intimidated.
Out of the way!
Lend a hand, would you?
The stronghold's ours. Time to make a name for ourselves.
You boys are on horses. What chance do you think you have?
Retreat! This place won't be a problem anymore. I'm unstoppable.
Show me what you're capable of.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Can't say I like how this is unfolding.
Holy shit, look at all of them.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
There's more of them. They're really making it easy for me to get these kills, huh? Alright, his list.
And off we go.
That's an armor knight, so. And dead. Because that was a difficult task. Oh, Rodrigue.
I wield this blade in the name of my king, for Dimitri, and for Lambert.
Alright, defeat Rodrigue.
Defended as instructed.
I must outwit even death.
I won't.
Hey, another rapier. Ooh, boost regular attack. I might have to switch over my rapier to this one. I mean, mine has poison on it, but that one does have boost regular attack. So, it's pretty good. It's level 2 boost regular attacks. That's really good.
Right.
Hidden staircases. Alright, so all side missions in this map I have to finish if I want to get that other strategy. If I use it. Okay, gain control of all strongholds. None.
It is time.
None will stand between us and the bright new future I envision.
You need not worry yourself over me, even should I fall in battle.
Walked right back into it.
It's captured. So, we are backed into a corner. You're weak. Words are unnecessary.
Nice one.
Stand, coward. Your life is forfeit. Moving on. You're weak.
Commence the mission.
Alright, so there's a side mission.
Take a breather.
What's wrong with you? Not one blade has touched my throat.
You're down!
You might have changed, but your strength is true as ever, Emil.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Why me?
It worked.
Please look out! Why must it come to this?
Watch this.
Bear witness.
Their defenses were lax, though I can't imagine why.
Too easy.
Met today. I thought he was Imperial.
Now, what spices shall I dress you?
I thought he was with the Empire.
These people are simply begging to be heard.
What wasn't he an Imperial general? Okay then. Guess there were some staffing changes.
You're weak.
There we go.
The enemy must have erred greatly if I managed to win.
Alright, that's everything all unlocked.
Right.
To use to increase their support points. It'll guard Balthus.
Ah, Edelgard. Perfect timing. Got a minute?
What is it, Balthus?
The little birdie told me Her Majesty is looking to hire a bodyguard.
I don't know where your birdie got its information, but yes, that's correct.
Well, that's great, because I know the perfect guy for the job. When it comes to strength, integrity, and loyalty, he gets top marks all around.
And let me guess, his name is Balthus.
Bingo! So hey, I bet an Emperor's bodyguard gets paid pretty well, yeah?
Balthus.
I need the coin, and you need the protection. We both stand to come out on top here.
I see. Well, you will need to discuss the matter with Hubert first.
Believe me, I tried. That guy didn't even give me the time of day. He said, and I quote,
Why would I trust Her Majesty's safety to a walking pile of liabilities such as yourself?
It's a pretty good impersonation, Balthus.
Ask me again once you've cleaned up your act. And do be sure to use a good soap.
so rude.
And what makes you think I won't tell you the same?
So, that's a no?
No, it's an absolutely not.
Even worse.
You wish to safeguard my back, but Hubert has given me a full litany of reasons why I shouldn't trust you to protect any side of me at all. You were once the head of House Albrecht, yet now you are a vagabond. You also owe money to Gloucester and other houses, and have a bounty on your head, which is apparently the only part of you required to collect said bounty. And need I even delve into your family history?
Phew. Leave it to the minister of the Imperial household to dig up every last ugly detail on a man.
Not every detail is ugly. We know you defeated Lord Holst at the tournament in Goneril, becoming the first and only person ever to do so. So, while people do not question your strength, they might hold you in higher regard if you manage to pull the rest of yourself together, beginning with how you treat women.
Well, hold on there. I'm not about to pursue some dalliance with my boss. Especially when that boss is the Emperor. Even I have my limits.
I rather doubt that.
Well, there's only one way to prove me wrong. You're just gonna have to hire me.
You must truly think me a fool. How disappointing.
Hey, it was worth a try. But, alright, you win. I'll give up on the whole job search.
Alright. Let's use up these last couple points in our free forge uses. Then we'll head into the main chapter. I'll also collect the supplies I have just sitting around here too.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Let's see, what do I want to forge?
Hey there. Need something?
Could just go with the Scythe of Sariel. Oh, right. You know what, since I... No, I already maxed out the rapier. You know what, let me, Yeah, there we go. I'll just increase the might on the sage's tome.
Is this it?
I mean, it's a ranky weapon. It's cheap enough to do that.
See you around.
Time to work you into shape.
Let's see. Almost at A rank with Manuela. You two are almost at A rank. You're getting there. You two are getting there. Almost there.
We were in fine form today. Yeah.
I need more.
Even if
I've got.
Okay, they hit rank A. Constance have any other supports I want to unlock? Oh, with Lauren's. He's working on someone else already. Alright, so she has nothing else. Linhardt has plenty of other ones. Let's see, Linhardt and Petra. Oh, and you two hit. Oh! I could have just switched this over to Constance. There we go. So they can work on theirs. It's still not all the way full.
We were in fine form today. Yeah. Once.
Just stick her halfway in the shade.
Hey,
Should be alright.
I must make them.
Oh, Hubert gets dark spikes as well.
Time to work you into shit. Can't wait to see
That's pretty
how you
nice. Thought I saw something.
Care to make yourself useful?
Let's see. Oh yeah, you two have a support. You shall reach Moksha.
Counting on you both.
We'll figure something out if we work together.
Oh yeah, we've got this.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Yeah, let's see the Enignots. I know for certain they have a support.
Counting on you both.
Very well. I will join you.
Sure, I'll help.
Ooh, out 2 perfects in a
We
row.
all must do our fair share.
Not bad. There was something else I wanted to do, but I completely fucking forgot what I wanted to do now. Oh. I wanted to level people up. That's what I wanted to do.
Training can be the
Or at least I wanted to level up
difference between
Caspar.
victory and defeat.
He's only level 19. .32 with Caspar.
And I'll keep getting stronger too.
Yeah, I think that'll be alright.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Alright. I think I just have, what, 2 support? Oh, I have one with me as... And who? Oh, I think I have one with Ignots.
again!
Hey, coming to a draw with the almighty king of grappling's not a bad result. After all, you've got a disadvantage. What with our size difference and all.
Okay, but don't you have the disadvantage of our age difference?
Hey, I'm not that old.
And I'm not that short.
You're pretty short.
I've actually grown a lot in these last 2 years. Give me a little time and I'll be towering over you.
Not sure you've got a growth spurt left in you at your age. And I'm a pretty big guy.
What did you say?
Oh, you want another piece? Let's go!
Didn't win. Again.
Another draw. You don't know when to quit. We're not getting anywhere fighting with our fists.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty much at my limit.
So, what's next?
Better make it something where we can compete on equal footing.
Naturally. Well, beyond fists, there's money, there's ladies.
How are you going to compete with money? All you do is complain about not having any. And ladies? That doesn't even make sense. I mean, unless you want us to dress up in ladies' clothes and compete to see who looks better.
Now, I believe you're onto something, Caspar.
You're really not understanding this, are you?
Stop, you're
Caspar is an
annoying.
innocent boy.
Also, this break gave me time to get my energy back. So put 'em up. It's back to fists.
Better hope your body can pay the bill your mouth keeps running up.
Have fun, you two. Oh, right, he had one with Lawrence, too. Beast support.
There you are, Lawrence.
What is it you need now, Balthus?
I want to talk about the debt I owe your father. We never settled that, and I'm thinking I should probably pay it back.
Ah, that. Well, as head of House Gloucester, I have determined you no longer need to repay it. Judging by the specifics of the requests, I highly doubt my father ever expected recompense.
Oh, would you look at that? The current Count Gloucester sure is a generous sort.
You have saved me countless times on the battlefield since joining our army. Asking a comrade in arms for mere coin when I owe them a life debt would only sully the good name of House Gloucester.
Well, I still appreciate it. So, does that mean I can just drop the whole investigate Claude thing? I mean, I've already dug up an entire mound of dirt on the guy, but I'm happy to let it all go.
That could be information of great consequence. It may prove useful in diplomatic settings. No, it would be dangerous to expose Leicester's internal affairs. Destroy all record and speak of it to no one.
You sure? There's some real juicy stuff in there. Your head would probably pop clean off if I told you.
I admit that my curiosity is piqued. Oh, what to do? In that case, Balthus, hold this information of yours tight and make sure it lands in no other hands. When the time comes that we need it, I will take it into my possession.
When you need it? What's that mean?
Probably.
It is quite possible that I will someday take control of all of Leicester. You take good care of it in the meanwhile. All for the sake of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
How the heck did I end up having to help you?
My apologies. Will you not be assisting me? Though you may be only a former noble, I have the utmost trust you will not betray me after my having cleared your debts.
Not too happy about this, but I am glad to have one less debt on my plate. Still, looks like I've landed with a real scoundrel. If only he were a lady instead.
Really is all Balthus thinks about, huh? Oh, right, I'm over here.
Wow, that was amazing. You really know your way around a sword.
Ooh, hold on, I'll be right back. You having like a mental breakdown or something, Antonio? Okay. Come back and I just see you spamming chat with a bunch of messages to yourself. Okay, buddy. Have fun with that.
Oh, hey, Caspar. You were looking pretty good yourself. Wait, haven't we had this conversation before?
I don't
Do you
know.
say so?
Must be because you're always sweeping the floor out there. Looks like I've still got my work cut out if I ever want to catch up to you.
Wait, you catch up to me? If anything, I'm the one who has some ground to make up.
That's nice of you to say and all, but it's not gonna stop me. I'm never slowing down. Anyway, let's get back to training. I'm gonna really knock your socks off this time.
Bring it on. Actually, hold on a sec.
Come on, what's the big idea? Trying to throw me off my game?
Well, that's not it. I was just thinking, we've been training together a lot lately. But if we're doing all the same drills at all the same intensity, then aren't we just gonna get stronger at the same rate? Nobody's closing any gaps, that's for sure.
Oh, you do have a point. Yeah, definitely have a point. But you know what? I don't care.
You don't?
Nope. I mean, I don't want to run off and do some cool secret training without you.
Aw.
Sounds boring if you ask me. Or sorta cheating? I want to face you head on. Same drills or not, I'm gonna blow past you no problem. Well, you fired up now?
Man, it makes me really sad that Caspar isn't recruitable on any other path except this one. Which reminds me how much I like Caspar.
Fired up? Friend, I'm the flames. And trust me, you're about to get burned.
Only one way to find out, and I'm putting my bet down on old Caspar.
It's incredible just how focused you are, Caspar. I'm honestly kind of impressed. There aren't many people like you joining up with mercenary groups, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah? I'd have no idea myself. But hey, let's both give this our best shot. The tougher we get, the quicker we can end this war once and for all.
And at the end of the day, that's the goal here. Let's never lose sight of that.
Ooh. Alright. Let's move on. Chapter 8. Alright, Arianrhod is under siege by the kingdom. You have no choice but to double back in order to prevent the fortune from falling into enemy hands. Suppose I didn't go to Anna's shop. Oh well. It's not like I really need anything from there anyway.
This isn't good. It seems the fortress gates have been partially breached. The kingdom's soldiers are pouring into Arianrhod.
Does that make us right on time or a bit too late? Dimitri is no ordinary king if he managed to pry a citadel like this apart.
Well, I mean, he can crush a dude's skull with his bare hands. So, you know.
I assume our soldiers stand ready?
We go on your command.
If we dally too long, some of our officers and troops are likely to surrender to the enemy. That includes Count Rowe, who has a most notorious sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, him and every other noble.
Come now, that is simply not true.
Ferdinand, don't start.
Why, take me for example. I am the perfect embodiment of what every noble should aspire to be.
You're not making the case you think you are.
You can tell us all about it later, Ferdinand. Everyone, move out.
Alright. Defeat Dimitri. No defeat condition, huh? Alright. Persuade Mercedes! Okay, at least I can get Mercedes. Let's see, Gaspard reinforcements. I'll do that. Ooh, yeah, and hidden staircases too. Holy shit! Look at those effective arrows! I win. I just fucking win. The Edelgard's good to keep. Unfortunately, Yuritsa is not that great. Hubert I'll keep. Caspar I'll keep too. Let's swap out Bernie for Ash.
Have to do my best.
I'll keep Constance too, because why not? Yeah, I'd say we got a good handle on things here. Alright, 1800 kills, 16 minutes. Let's make sure I got my strategies right. I do have Yuritsa deployed. So here we go. Wow, you kind of chimed into that one pretty late, didn't you?
Arianrhod is nearly out.
But yes, I did.
Starting the mission. Is that in order?
Here I go. They must
Oh, was that
learn who they're up
Randolph?
against.
Who else is here? Oh, there's Ro. There's Lenato. Dimitri. Oh, there's Dedu. There's Mercedes. Oh, I guess she's not on the map yet. She probably appears later as reinforcements. Or, no, she's right there. Looks like the only named characters on the map are Mercedes, Dedu, and Dimitri. Those are the only enemies. I guess we're probably not going to kill anyone yet here. Although, if you wanted to, and why would you want to, you could kill Mercedes.
The king's army is true to its reputation. Even I can only stall for so much time.
They're closing in on the main hall. We must help them, and quickly. We must reach the main hall before Count Rowe is put in peril.
Count Rowe values
Before
his
Gwendol
life
is
above
defeated.
all else. If they get flayed to his throat, the man will betray us. The main gates are closed. We could circle around from the left or right, but
But the ground along those routes is filled with traps. We'll have to do this the smart way and use the gates.
Disable the controls and ramparts, open
devices
the
on
main
the walls
gates.
to the east and west will allow us to open the main gate.
I'm bringing it down.
Oh, Edelgard just got there.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
We'll never get anywhere with that device until we deal with the soldiers around it.
Why me?
Take a breather.
Bear witness.
Spikes just came out of the ground! Everyone, stay away from the pointy bits!
This place is a serious pain. Why can't the route to the main hall just be a straight line?
Watch this.
Alright, main gate
Main
open.
gates are open. What now? I'll hold the area around the gates, Your Majesty. You keep going.
We can do this, Randolph! None will get past us!
Oh, I didn't realize Fleisch was here too. Something's gonna happen to them, isn't it?
Controls the central gates as well. How aggravating. This is clearly going to be a multi-step process. First, we must use devices within the fortress to gain access to the walls, where we will find the devices that will open the central gates.
Alright, disable the
So you're
controls.
saying we should start by using the two devices in front of the central gates?
Why does this have to be so complicated?
Maybe they call her the Silver Maiden because our hair will be gray by the time we finish this.
Oh, I need lock touch. I don't have anyone with lock touch playable. Come on, Hubert, what are you doing? traverse the spikes. Oh, I can avoid them by using my personal. Oh, so literally inconsequential then. Thief, assassin, or trickster you need in order to get past. Because thieves, assassins, tricksters, and Ash all have lock touch. Gwendolyn's in trouble.
You call that fighting? The great lion has only begun to roar!
I take no joy in battling old friends, but I have a duty and will see it through.
Don't make me kill you, Mercedes.
I must keep everyone safe.
Please, Mercedes. No more.
I never could bear to see you cry. Not then and not now. Oh, very well.
Like, Kaspar's kind of just killing dudes. Alright, gate opens. Oh, those doors opened up too. Or, no, those. It was just those doors. Fatal guide work. Going back.
Learn who they're up against.
Series
Starting the
2.
mission. Is that
Watch this. We must move on those gates. Time is our enemy.
The devices we're looking for are up on the walls to the east and west.
In the name of the king, the Empire must be destroyed. All troops, advance!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Then we'll stop them. They can't be allowed to interfere with the rescue.
I'm counting on you, Randolph. Defend those gates with your
Oh,
life.
Randolph's gonna die.
follow me?
Randolph's in danger. Here I am thinking I'm on a path where he can finally live with Fleisch. Nope. He's gonna die scripted. Why is it on both paths that I've played, someone has to die in Arianrhod? Oh god, Gwendol's almost dead.
This is where I die. It's time. Very well. I stand ready.
I guess Gwendol's death must be scripted too.
Slips away from us. Move faster.
Shall we call on Castle Gaston's militia?
Oh, here we go.
They've been posing as civilians and should be near the main hall now.
There we go. That should buy us a little bit of time.
Finally. Take a breather. Now to breach the central gates.
Then I welcome you. We will claim victory.
That should buy the main hall some time.
You will go no further.
Hey, Dedue, I'm sorry about this. I don't want to fight Dedue.
Take your best shot.
Randolph's gonna get voted on CYO. Yeah, right.
If Dedue is here, that means Dimitri is too.
Still improving.
I must learn from your feats.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Alright, Dedue retreated.
That takes care of their gate. We're nearly to the main hall.
must pass over those traps if we are to reach the main hall as swiftly as possible. Can they be disarmed?
I think there are more devices we can disable at the far ends of the east and west walls.
Oh, there's Dimitri.
Well, we avoided the worst outcome. That's a start.
Seems victory is yours, Lord Gwendolyn. The Empire holds the advantage. Attention, all troops! We stand with Lady Arianrhod. Put the king's forces to rout! You've left me no choice. Every last one of you shall meet your end here.
So the blood of the King of Lions wants to challenge me, eh? I might actually enjoy this.
If we want to slow the enemy, we must put as many troops by the main hall as we can.
Hey, weren't there hidden stairs that lead from the east and west walls down to the fortress grounds?
Excuse me, Gwendol. I just gotta get my extra kills real quick. Because I don't know if killing Dimitri is gonna end the map. And hidden staircases. There we go.
I'll do my best.
Ash, you make your way over to this chest and open that.
Let's move.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Oh, I guess we have Petra and Caspar helping out Randolph. So hey, Randolph's not gonna die.
Starting the mission. Is that...
Send troops in from the walls. Time to make the kingdom sweat. Out of the way!
You must have kept busy to make such strides in 2 short years.
I can say the same for you. Now let's get this over with.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
For when Dimitri special.
Bringing it down.
Bear witness. You're weak.
70 more.
I'll take over.
We'd be out of our minds to walk through a bunch of traps. Oh, let's disable them already.
Okay, there we go.
We finally have the advantage. Let's work on securing the rest of the fortress.
Alright, seize all the strongholds.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
So...
Now we can advance safely.
Gwendol's fine. Just hang in there for a little bit longer, Gwendol. I gotta seize this fortress real quick.
Follow me.
Ash, take the king for me. Can you ever forgive your wretch of a father?
What's to forgive? You're safe, and that's all that matters.
Oh, Ash.
To kill is...
If I bring Ash out here, I wonder if Dimitri will have something to say to him.
Arianrhod's nearly been brought to heel. You knights are truer than you are.
Aww. He respects Ash's choice.
Your Majesty, I prayed this day would never come.
Arianrhod is the linchpin of the West. If we don't retake it... No. We must retake it. Amusing.
Okay, so Dimitri was the end of the map.
We are at a breaking point. All forces, fall back.
I wonder if
I will guard your escape.
That will not be necessary to do.
Oh,
Stay
are we
with
gonna
our
kill
king
Ingrid?
and live on.
Oh no.
Swear that you will return to us, Lord. I could not bear to lose you.
Oh, there's Ingrid. Oh, please retreat when I beat you, Ingrid. Okay, she does. Thank God. Oh, no, I didn't beat her. Oh, no, well, Ingrid's dead. Oh.
Is the king safe? Good. Then I've done what I set out to do.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ingrid.
She laid down her life to protect Dimitri and proved loyal to the very end.
Because of you, we have defended Arianrhod and many of the Empire's loyal vassals. I thank you for your valor.
We must hurry, Your Majesty. The others have already withdrawn.
I know. I know.
Yeah, him, Felix, Rodrigue, they're all gonna fucking die.
Forgive me, Ingrid. It saddens me beyond measure to leave you here.
The blame is mine, Your Majesty. I should have taken guard of the rear.
Then I would only be mourning your death instead. The decision was mine, as is the failure. Every death this day rests on my shoulders.
Your Majesty, please.
She deserved so much happiness. Even after losing her betrothed, she faced life with strength and vigor, only to face the agony of death once more. It should have been me who died. How can I ever atone to Count Galatea? To Glenn?
Please, don't torment yourself. Ingrid chose to be there, and she did so for you. Do not take that from her.
In the name of this magic lance, I swear I will defend Fargus. So rest now. I will return for you when you are avenged.
One step closer to my goals.
I won't let myself stop here.
Oh, shit, I hit level 3 on both. Nice. And we got Mercedes.
By your valiant efforts, Arianrhod has held strong. I thank you, one and all.
I hardly broke a sweat. Those kingdom soldiers were nothing.
Wait, if they were nothing, then why was I having so much trouble?
I can't believe we had to kill Ingrid.
She was a most formidable commander, Dorothea. We had no choice if we hoped to claim victory.
I know that. You think I don't know that?
Right now, we need to discuss our next move. I'm sending the main body of our army back to Emblem. They'll remain in the capital until they recuperate from this latest string of battles, and until we've had time to retool our strategy.
We hold Arianrhod and the Western Church in the west, the Great Bridge of Myrddin to the east, and Garreg Mach between them. We'll treat all three as key positions and endeavor to hold our lines there. After we regroup, we'll determine a proper time to resume our advance.
It vexes me to say this, but I have been short-sighted. We are nowhere near achieving our goals in the Alliance or the Kingdom. My command has been riddled with errors, and for that, I apologize.
Oh? And where exactly is all of this coming from? You usually exude confidence. From where I stand, we have come a great distance with minimal casualties. If time has been lost, we should be easily able to make up for it.
I'm personally happy I had the chance to see Her Majesty's vulnerable side, even if just this once.
Reassuring her with predictable responses, are we? Well, sorry. For once, I'm not sleepy at all.
Nice try. That response still registers way up there on the Lin scale.
I will be using the extra time to make improvements, so I can offer more usefulness in future battles.
I'm lucky to be surrounded by such consistent friends.
How about me? Do I count as consistent?
I can always count on you to be you. And you may take that any way you like.
So, we're finally going back to the capital. Feels like it's been ages. Couldn't come at a better time either. My bones could use the rest after all the battles we've been through.
I wholeheartedly agree. The respite will help us prepare to face the Ashen Demon.
Yeah, about that. I've been giving it some thought, and I don't think we need to obsess over that anymore.
But what about Captain Burling and your old allies? The ones who were brutally slaughtered, remember? You said avenging them was your dream. And think about how much hardship the Ashen Demon has put you through since you joined the Empire.
Don't get me wrong, I'd still love to prove I'm the better fighter. But imagine if we got someone like that on our side. We'd be unstoppable. It's time for me to put my wants aside and put an end to this war. For my friends. Unless you think that's a mistake. The Ashen Demon's mercenaries have fought for both the Kingdom and the Alliance. They don't have a cause, and they don't care who comes out on top in the end. It's all about who can toss them the most coin. And now that the dust has settled a bit, we've got a chance to lure them over ourselves.
And here I thought you were intelligent. Think about it. Their allegiances have changed, yes, but no matter their client, they've always been fighting the Empire. Why would they join us now? For that matter, what makes you think our soldiers would want to fight alongside a person who's murdered hundreds of their comrades?
As if nobody's ever flipped sides before? Come on.
Yes, but unlike the Ashen Demon, they're not single-handedly responsible for so much killing.
Hey, Arval?
Yes?
Why is it so important to you that the demon dies?
Because I care about you, of course. I mean, I think that's the reason.
Arval, out with it.
I suppose it just feels like our destiny. Like it's something we're meant to do.
Scarlet Blaze. Unrest in Enbar.
Oh, something happening in Enbar now?
Despite successfully defending Arianrhod, Edelgard concludes it is no longer possible for her to hold the eastern and western lines at the same time, and pauses to explore solutions. Almost as if trading places, she sends Count Berglies to the Kingdom front and returns her own forces to the imperial capital of Enbar.
Okay, I get that this little chat needs to be a secret, but if we get any deeper into the woods, someone's gonna be looking for our corpses.
One can never be too safe. We do not know where our enemy lurks these days.
Lysithia's here too? What's she got to do with this?
So this does have to do with the Slithers, or the Agarthans.
Lysithia has had contact in the past with those who slither in the dark. I asked her to come along so she might be privy to all of the information.
I'm just listening. Pretend I'm not even here. And besides, they're my enemy too.
Right.
Now, as you know, our enemy has gone into hiding. But considering what they are capable of, we cannot relax our guard, particularly at the capital. The streets of Enbar practically teemed with them at one time, so we cannot rule out the possibility they will attempt some mischief when Her Majesty and the rest of us return.
That's true. They're devious, both everywhere and nowhere at once. We have to be careful.
And what's that got to do with me again? You want me to stop them somehow?
I have a request, yes, and a warning. I believe that if those who slither in the dark do try something, they will attempt to approach you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Your powers may come from the same place as theirs, right?
It stands to reason they might try to recruit you.
Sure, but they'd be wasting their time. There's no way I'm gonna help those monsters.
And what if they appear as your long-lost brother? Same hair, same eyes, a voice full of kindness.
Or, what if one of them calls out, "I finally found you, my child"?
Maybe they are your family. Maybe they are not. Could you really drive a sword through their heart with that knowledge yet uncertain? Forgive me. That was cruel. I am merely voicing one possibility among many. Still, now you will know to expect it. It behooves you to remember how harsh reality can actually be.
Alright, so this is just a single battle in the capital. I like these chapters. Alright, let me see if we have any paralogs too. Oh, it's just... well, I don't really need to do... okay, I'm not going to do this one because I already did that on... what is it? I already did it on Blue Lions, so I'm not going to do that one. I mean, hell, no reason for me to do the same paralog twice. I suppose one's hometown will always hold a significant place in their heart. There's a wide range of emotions coursing through you right now. From an unbridled sense of freedom to a feeling of relief. But I cannot quite wrap my head around why. As I have no hometown myself. At least not as far as I remember. Fleish and I have been allowed to return to the Imperial capital and see our family for the first time in some while.
Way to go!
Plus, we succeeded in protecting Arianrhod, so we can go back with our heads held high.
Exactly so. You've helped me so many times, John, and I thank you for it.
Yeah, you were amazing. I hope we can work together again someday. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Is it really alright that I came to Embar? I'm certainly glad to be alongside him, but no, it's nothing. I chose to walk away from everyone, and now I have no other options.
Listen up.
This will be my first time in Embar. It's the biggest city in Fodlan, yeah? Whenever there are too many people around, I tend to freeze up. Might not be a good idea to head into the busiest city around. I mean, if I let slip a sigh there.
Yeah, sure. Still, if you need a hand with something, just let me know.
What a pal.
By the way...
I rather like the church in the capital. It is quite old, but possessed of a pleasant atmosphere. 1,000 years ago, St. Saros appeared in Enbar and guided the founding of Adrestia. She also built Garreg Mach, but in the end she left the Empire entirely. Given such history, I believe the Church of Saros ought to be protecting the people of Adrestia even now. And yet...
It's all hopeless.
Returning to the capital means returning to the Imperial Palace, yes. I wonder if there is truly a place for me there. It will surely mean suffering at the hands of the daughters of nobles my family once mingled with. Well, since the nobility seems to hold little love for you, perhaps you will act as my shield?
Speaking of Embar, that reminds me. I haven't been there since I infiltrated the black market to get the Vajramushti back after it was stolen from my mother's hometown. Black market. Wait, I heard about that. So that big guy picking fights was you all along?
Nah.
Actually, nope. It must have been someone else. Yeah, sure it was.
Hear me out.
I can let my hair down for the first time in a while. Same for you, yeah? We could well end up dead in the next battle, so we better spend our coin while we can.
Got a sec?
It's been quite a while since I felt this kind of atmosphere. Is this what soldiers mean when they speak of the calm after the battle? We had some sad farewells and a lot of pain. But I suppose we should try to be happy that we're alive and able to return safely home. The Middle Franc Opera Company has been tasked with providing performances as a way to thank the Imperial Army for its services. As a formerly featured songstress, perhaps I should do more to show my own appreciation for all of your efforts.
Now you're talking. What do you mean by that exactly?
Come by the infirmary later and I'll sing you a song that soothes both spirits and nerves.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
Although since we're headed back to Enbar for the first time in a bit, I'd sure like to see my family. I mean, think about it. So long as we're caught up in all this fighting, there's no telling when one of us might leave home for the last time.
Weird typo there. Alright. Returning now? How tedious. Had we kept fighting, I may have enjoyed myself.
What do you think?
You want to head back to the front? Sure, Edelgard would send you if you asked.
No.
No. I was ordered to return with her and must obey. I mean, I'll get to it when I get to it. You don't need to tell me.
It's so exciting to be heading back to the capital after so long. And since my father's at Garreg Mach, I don't have to see him. Maybe I can actually relax.
That reminds
You know, I've heard plenty of things about your old man, but not a word about your mom.
Really? Well, my mother is a civil official who still works in the Imperial capital. She has a ton of useful skills, and people say she's an intelligent, accomplished lady. Not like me at all.
Do you have a moment?
There are lots of historic buildings still standing in Enbar. And with the battle on hold, I'm hoping to take a nice stroll around to all the different sites.
Well, you see...
Would you two want to walk in the city with me?
Together?
I'll only go if she does. Oh, I'm not quite sure how to take that, actually. What do you say, Marianne?
I will think about it.
Oh, that got me your support. Are you familiar with the sacred weapons associated with the saints, such as the Spear of Assault used by Saint Keyhole? And of course, there's also Saint Zethleen's Caduceus staff. The Central Church controls the majority of these sacred items, but there are no small number whose whereabouts have been lost to time.
To be brief.
Before the war, we searched for the weapons we had lost and came upon the axe now used by Her Majesty.
Hearing Her Majesty say what she did only makes me feel all the more inadequate. But I will never ever let such a thing happen again. You agree with me on that, yes?
Oh, I hear you. There's nothing more frustrating than leaving a job unfinished.
You know, I think we might be talking about different things here.
I think we might. Oh. I'm a member of the Kingdom's House Elidor. I spearheaded our support for the Empire, but... well, during the subsequent discord, the Kingdom's army ended up marching south. And in the end, the regions north of Count Ro's territory once more sided with the king.
Indeed.
Sensing the clear danger to myself in such an arrangement, I fled to the Empire. I'm glad Lonato made it out safely, but we killed Ingrid. I can't ever go back, can I? There's no place left for me in Fargus. Whatever part of me that was a knight is dead. Oh, poor Ash.
So long as your face remains unbothered, I trust that nothing of note has come to pass. However, common sense simply does not apply to those people, and we cannot ever know how or when they might make an appearance. Please don't let your guard down, even in Embar. Also, this may be overly cautious of me, but be wary of Hubert. I don't think the man entirely trusts you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Got a minute?
All this talk about rethinking our strategy seems like it's more for the big brains at the top. In the meantime, I've got some time off. What am I supposed to do in the capital? Got any ideas? Do what you always do. Lift something heavy and chow down on a nice hunk of beef. Sounds like a good idea to me. Wonder what kind of grub I can dig up in Embar. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it now.
Hey.
There are so many leaders our age in Her Majesty's personal army. It's great. And I'm gonna prove myself to be the best. I'm surprised Edelgard would choose to return.
Excellent.
I thought her the type to continue a fight at any cost, but I'm quite glad to be proven wrong.
Let's see.
Yup, it's always good for a leader to be flexible. Personally, I love it if she abandoned this war altogether. That seems like a long shot.
Speaking of...
The imperial capital of Enbar has existed since before the establishment of the Adrestian Empire. It is where St. Saros first appeared to the world. You've been there before, yes? Were you able to appreciate the city's rich and storied history in all its glory?
Right on.
I've been there, but hearing you talk about the sights has me excited. Maybe you'd even be willing to give me a little tour?
In actuality...
Actually, this will be my first time there. Although I have been to the royal capital. Oh yeah, a triumphant return. Or, maybe it's not quite triumphant enough for me to say that? Anyway, we're headed back, but my father has entered Arianrhod and is keeping an eye on the Kingdom Army. I'm feeling alright. Now, I'll do the next battle and we'll see where things go from there. Since it's just a one-part chapter. Apparently, Duke Garrett, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, was sent to Murden in his place. He fights pretty well, right? Like, well enough that maybe he'll be able to hold it? We'll see if Duke Garrett has what it takes.
Well met.
War has started, yet the air in the capital remains rather cheery now. I suppose they can't even imagine the possibility of losing. While I want to think that way myself, one never knows what fate has in store. Why, what would happen if instead the Empire itself were suddenly invaded? Randolph is the son of the previous Count Burghley's second wife, and one who caused much familial strife. I wonder what Caspar and the others think of a man like that being welcomed as a leader. But taken to excess, I fear it will invite backlash. Though perhaps this conversation area is lost on you, seeing as you are a beneficiary yourself.
Excuse me. What do you think?
We are returning to the capital soon, yes? Am I having time to go back to Brigid? It would give me happiness to visit home after a time of such longness.
Let's see.
Brigid's your homeland, right? Place beyond the sea? Guess you'd have to sail out there.
Yes, I would be riding with a trade ship, as I am lacking a vessel of my own. Although someday I am hoping to travel back and forth as I please.
Do you have a moment?
Though the war has calmed down for a time, that does not mean we no longer have things to do. We must reorganize our army as well as change our relations with other regions. I will need to lean on your strength more than ever in such times.
Right on.
Leave it to me, boss. So long as it's business fit for a merc, I'll get it done.
You're capable of handling a great number of things, not merely mercenary matters.
What can I do for you?
I've come from Embar to welcome you and give congratulations for the many battles you've weathered thus far. I must say, you've proven to be a grand success. Her Majesty certainly does have a keen eye for talent. True, there have been a few stalemates, but there can be no doubt that the Empire will emerge the ultimate victor in this war. Oh hey, Count Hevering.
Frankly,
though it's rather lacking in reliability. I've heard whispers that an attempt on Her Majesty's life is currently in the works. Just in case, I brought along soldiers to meet her, though I admit my worry may be unfounded.
You sure?
Hey, better safe than sorry, especially when we're not even inside the city yet. After all, the best time to attack is just before the enemy thinks they're home free. That's when their guard is always at its lowest.
How unexpected.
Wise words. I'm actually rather shocked. I have my regrets about this campaign, but at the same time believe I have done all that I could.
Right.
I have seen a path which will lead to the Empire ruling Fodlan and opening the way to a better future. Do you think so? We were forced into a stalemate with the Alliance, the fight with the Kingdom is at a standstill, and the Central Church is alive and well.
Damn.
Many challenges still lie ahead in our path to victory. I think Hubert's right. When I think of all we have left to do, it's hard to feel terribly optimistic. I respectfully disagree. We know the problems that lie before us now. We simply have to conquer them. Spoken like a true optimist. Though I suppose I should expect nothing else from you. Alright. Do some meals. Oh, right, I unlocked a new recipe. Alright.
Hey.
This are...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Oh.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true
Oh, that
enemy.
reminds me. Pretty sure there's a support between Mercedes and Lysithea.
So.
Ooh, the cast of the best right-hand man. You think Hubert? Hubert's a good right-hand man.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I like to do a lot too, but yeah, I'd say probably Hubert's the better right-hand man, in my opinion. Okay, that's me and Manuel at max. I'll work on me and Lysithea. Ferdinand are still working on theirs. Dorothy and Caspar have maxed theirs out. Let's see. Caspar and... Oh, Caspar and Mercedes have a support. Definitely interested in trying that. Oh, right, I have all of Mercedes' classes mastered. What the fuck do I even do with you now? Could go Fortress Knight for Def +5. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Let me look through the rest of these first. They're almost at A. They're almost at A. They're still working. Alright, let me get a new class for Mercedes. Yeah, I'll go Fortress Knight.
I love tackling a new challenge.
Oh, master the trickster class.
Well, that was a chore.
Can't let...
I work.
Alright, Edelgard and Monica have theirs maxed. I'll go Edelgard Dorothea now. Ow. Bernie and Happy have theirs. Let's go Bernie and... no one else. And... oh, Happy has one with Hubert, but I'm having him work with someone else already. And that's really about it, huh? Alright, let's swap someone else. I don't think Yuritsa has any other supports, does he? Yeah, me and Edelgard, those are locked right now. Oh, I forgot he does have one with Mercedes. It's only one conversation, that's why I wasn't paying too much attention to it. What else does Manuela have? Dorothea, I know, right? Oh, no. Just me and Yuritsa. I swear, these Empire exclusive people have so few fucking supports. Marianne... no one really unique. Balthus? Really no one else here. Monica doesn't really have any either. She has one with Dorothea. And that's it. I don't think Ash really has any either. Yeah, no. Mercedes, Raphael. And that's it. Throw Bernadette in there because she almost has that mastered. And do I want to keep Happy? I want to get some experience for Balthus too. Alright, new class for Petra.
Between victory and defeat.
Give her Dancer. Oh, you know, let me go Merc.
This is a way to get more power.
Oh, Linhardt's about to master Dark Bishop too. So I have to get master for Bow Knight and for Dark Bishop. That's cool. Although I've already mastered Bow Knight with Ash, so I'm not going to get an achievement for that one.
Honestly, that was kinda lousy.
There must be more to this.
Oh, and I guess I already mastered Dark Bishop with someone else too. Alright, so Linhardt and Bernie need new classes.
Can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Oh, Linhardt still has all those basic classes. Ooh, Bernie gets lethality. You know what? Yeah. She gets lethality. So I've been making a lot of people thieves and assassins, just because thief and assassin give such good skills. I forgot I didn't even do these with Linhardt yet.
We make a good pair.
This is...
What a...
This is...
Alright, and they maxed out their bond. Alright, so let's swap out Hubert. Yeah, Hubert and Happy. Ferdinand has some supports too. Let me swap out Balthus. See what supports Ferdinand can do. Scythia. No one that's free, unfortunately. Oh well. Oh, I didn't even realize Lauren's Master Mage. Should probably give him something new. I'll give him Warlock. Actually, let me give him Dark Knight. Oh, and Edelgard needs something new too. I'll give her Priest.
Time to work you into shape.
Let's see, Priest for Edelgard.
I will hew my own path with this power.
And Lauren's gets Dark Knight.
An ideal match for my talent.
A wooden cutout of me would have provided you with more assistance. I had...
This is...
Oh, my Scythia has Luna now. Oh, Constance Mother, Wyvern Rider. Give her Trickster. Give her Magic Blade. I'll give Constance Merc.
Time to work you into shape.
It's hard.
I make more progress with you around.
This'll...
Yeah.
This...
I...
Time to whip my muscles into shape. They're gonna be begging for mercy by the time I'm done with them.
Could you do your muscle training another day? I doubt I'd be able to keep up.
I think we both fucked up.
There must...
Who...
I'm just gonna do successive training. Oh, Happy Master Grammary.
This is...
I...
Time to work you into shape.
changing up my...
We make a good pair.
This is
Even in...
Time to work. With proper training,
All
you'll
right.
be unstoppable.
I've got an award. Alright, let me use these activity points.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting.
I hope.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting. Oh,
We'll figure.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you.
Leave it.
I'll do it.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Count. You have.
Sure.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on.
I'll do. I don't.
We all must do our fair share.
Alright, we'll do our supports, grab my reward, and that'll be it. Well, you know, then we'll do the battle, and then that'll be it. Alright, so Ignatz, Marianne, and Lysithea I have a convo with.
Aha. Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's at it again. How's the book, Ignatz?
Ah, could you please not surprise me like that?
Sorry. So, you got more books, huh?
They were tucked away in my family's storeroom. I had my brother send them to me. We're a merchant family. All the books here are technically meant to be for sale. But they've gone unsold for years now, so he sent them. Without telling my father.
Your brother sounds like a nice guy. Are you two close?
We weren't when we were younger. But I guess we are now. We do write to each other a lot. And he listens to even my strangest requests. That's why I tend to go to him for everything. Wonder if he feels sorry for me since I became a knight for our family's benefit.
So, you didn't really want to do it then?
Well, no, that's not... I did it because I wanted to help them. Now that I'm a knight for House Gloucester, I've been able to make a lot more connections with the nobility. If I use that to help my family's business, then I'm perfectly happy with where I am.
If you say so. What kind of books did you borrow?
A bunch of travel journals and collections of letters from far-off places. No matter how painful life may be, it all fades away when I read these books and imagine myself traveling.
Wait, did you just say painful? I knew you weren't happy. What you really want to do is travel around and paint all the scenery you like, don't you?
What? How do you know that?
It's like written all over your face, dude.
You're not exactly hiding it. You've got books on painting techniques, preparing pigments, and all that kind of stuff right here.
Yes. The truth is, I love painting. I know the world holds all these wondrous sights that I can't even begin to imagine. If only I could see them for myself and capture them on canvas. I used to dream of doing that. But things are different now, you know? I don't regret becoming a knight, and I didn't do it just for my family's sake. I want to do my part to shape Fogland's future. It's my responsibility as much as anyone else's. That conviction has only grown with every battle. Ah, that must have sounded so arrogant. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing myself.
All right. If you're gonna make it that clear you don't regret your choice, then I'll stop pestering you. But this war is gonna end one day. Why not keep your dreams alive for when it does?
Maybe I will.
Oh, hello there. Are you doing some research?
Yeah, I was just looking through records of past battles. Figure I'll probably run into some similar situations.
That's admirable of you. I thought that someone with a mercenary background would be a little more reckless with their fighting. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That sounded a bit rude, didn't it?
No, you're right. My fighting style was pretty loose when I was a mercenary. Actually, I can't say it's really changed that much. But I've got more responsibility now, so I've had to adjust some. Any mistakes I make would only cause problems for everyone else, right?
Huh. You're much more studious than I thought. I can see why Edelgard trusts you so much.
You really think I'm held in such high regard?
That's what I've heard, at least. It's very impressive, especially since you're so young.
Thanks, Lysithia. And the same goes for you, too. For a kid, you're amazing at what you do.
And there it goes.
Excuse me? Who is a kid?
Huh? Well, you are.
I must ask that you refrain from treating me like a child.
I wasn't trying to...
You said, and I quote, for a kid. I'm aware that people often treat me like a child, but to think you'd call me one directly to my face! I work harder and contribute more to this army than anyone else here. It is truly vexing that something as inconsequential as my age can dictate how people treat me.
I'm sorry. I had no idea you hated being treated like a kid that much.
This is not a matter of like or dislike. My belief is that those who fight alongside each other should treat one another as equals.
Well, yeah. I thought I was complimenting you as an equal, obviously.
Then there is no need for any qualifying language. You should compliment me as you would anyone else.
Hold on. Didn't you tell me I was impressive for being so young? Doesn't that mean you assessed me based on my age, too?
Me saying you're impressive in spite of your age is completely different than you saying I'm pretty good for a weak little baby.
I don't think I said that.
Pretty sure I didn't phrase it like that.
But it's what you meant. Oh, I should have never complimented you.
You know, an adult wouldn't get all stubborn and combative like this.
I am not being combative. I'm simply having a normal conversation with you. Is that a problem?
What about this is normal to you?
What a wonderful meal.
Hey, you've still got some food left. You don't want it? That Ogma Wolverine meat's super hard to come by, you know.
Oh, I don't really eat meat. You can have it.
Don't mind if I do then. You know, I always feel strangely energized after eating this stuff.
You look so pleased to be eating it.
It's not every day I get to hear you laugh. Did I look funny or something?
No, it's just that the look on your face made me feel happy.
Instead of just watching other people stuff their faces, maybe you'd enjoy trying some yourself?
I'm perfectly content just watching.
Huh. Well, anyway, it seems like you've gotten more comfortable eating with me, Marianne.
I have. When you told me not to act like someone I'm not, at first I didn't know what to do with myself. But I still thought I could learn something from you. And as I talked with you more, I just got used to us eating together.
I see. Then why not branch out and eat with other people too? Mealtimes are a great opportunity to make new friends after all. Making conversation and sitting around the dinner table go hand in hand. That's how we ended up friends, right? It might be a good chance to get to know someone else. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, it's just... My adoptive father said the same thing to me once.
He did?
He often criticized me because I avoided other people so much. He said that, as the heir to House Edmund, I must be at least somewhat sociable. But he never bothered to understand how difficult it was for me to do that.
I'm sorry. I was being insensitive, just like your father.
No. You've done nothing wrong. But I don't think it's a good idea for me to get involved with too many people.
Why?
I only bring misery and misfortune to anyone who gets too close to me.
That's not true at all. Why do you even think that?
It is true. I know it.
Okay, if that's the case, then how is it possible for us to be hanging out right now without any problems?
You're right. I should have been more vigilant and kept some distance between us. But you're so kind and I just like being around you. I'm sorry. I'll stay as far away from you as I can from now on. I should go.
Hey, wait! Marianne! What am I gonna do about her?
Well, Bernie, you were nothing but trouble for everybody, yet again.
There you are. I was worried when you failed to appear at mealtime.
I'm fine. All quiet here.
Please do not tell me your hunger was so great that you resorted to eating those plants there. You should be careful. I have heard there is some rather poisonous flora in this area.
Hey, I'm not going to eat poison. What kind of dummy do you think I am? I know exactly which plants are safe and which ones aren't.
It is strange to see you this confident on a topic. But if you are so certain, I think I should give your eye a test. Just to be safe, you understand.
We're doing what now?
Ah, I know. What say we have a little game to see who can collect the most edible plants?
What?
And as an army can never have too much food, this will serve to benefit the others. What a splendid idea.
Oh, why me? Okay, so this one would cause stomach aches, and that one would be really bitter. I think? Oh, I don't know. I've only ever seen it in books. But hey, I'm sure it's fine. I'll also take this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, and that one over. Wait, is that Ferdinand?
Such luster, such size, such a gorgeous crimson. Yes, this looks like a scrumptious leaf indeed. And there are bulbs under this tree. Rich white bulbs with the luster of a precious pearl. Bernadetta! I see. You were frightened by a mouse scampering by and took a bit of a tumble when you fled, yes?
Yeah, and I dropped all my beautiful plants that your dumb game made me don't collect.
Never mind that now. Show me your wound, please. Yes, just a scrape. Still, we should return to base and treat it before it festers.
Yeah, I suppose. Thanks for looking at it. Wait, that leaf! The one you're carrying!
This one? What of it? If you are hungry, we could snack on it while we walk back.
No! No! That plant has medicinal properties. It's a styptic.
Well, what luck. We can use it to treat your wound. Well, I must say, your talent for identifying plants is no idle boast.
Yeah, I eyeballed them pretty well, huh? Now let's take a look at yours and... What?
Are you at a loss for words with the quality of the plants I gathered?
Every one of these is poisonous!
What? But the gorgeous leaf! The robust vine!
death in plant form! Throw them away before we die!
Jump, Ferdinand. Bringing back poison for everyone.
Mercedes, got a sec?
Hello, Caspar. What do you need?
I wanted to ask you something about Professor Yuritsa. He's your little brother, yeah?
Yes, that's right. What of it?
Nothing. Except that I've challenged him a bunch of times and he keeps wiping the floor with me. So I thought maybe you might know some special way I could train to beat him, seeing as you're his sister and all.
A way to beat Yuritsa. Oh, I have it.
All right, lay it on me.
Here, follow me.
I don't think this is going very well.
Please allow me. There, see? If you do it like so, it's actually quite simple.
You made the bacon treats for him?
Yeah, that's actually... Wait, no! How is baking supposed to help me beat Professor Yuritsa?
Because we're making treats.
Oh, I see. Again, no! How does that help? Unless... Hang on. Are these actually magic treats that fill me with unimaginable strength? I don't want to win like that. It's cheating.
You're so amusing, Caspar. But no, there are no magical treats that do such a thing. Look here. They're almost done, so watch what I do very carefully.
Whoa! These look amazing! But again, and I hate to keep repeating myself here, how does this help me beat Professor Yuritsa? Is there some kind of terrible secret in the method? Black magic in the brown sugar, maybe?
Oh, Caspar, there's no secret. Yuritsa has loved sweets for the longest time, but he's terrible when it comes to making them. So if you can make a better sweet treat than he, I'm sure he'll be vexed and acknowledge his defeat.
I'm trying to beat him in combat, not baking!
Fucking love Mercedes. She's so good. Alright, that's all the supports then. Let's go claim this reward. We'll do the chapter 9 battle, and then we'll probably end things after that.
Well,
alright, what's my reward? Oh, 3 owl feathers. Alright.
Any result's a good result.
Alright, what do we got? Edelgard's army returns to Enbar, hoping to recuperate from the fatigue of the recent string of battles. Little do you know, your respite is to be brief indeed. Oh boy. Sounds like things are taking a turn. I think this is the end of part 1.
I'm glad we have returned to Enbar. It's far warmer than the kingdom, for one. How are you doing, Your Majesty? I hope you've been getting some rest at least. It seems you never stop working unless someone physically pulls you away from it.
I've been getting more rest than Hubert, at least. We're here in the gardens, chatting, are we not?
Fair enough. And so I'm clear, even a sliver of your time is a blessing beyond all measure. Though I suggest you find a better point of comparison than Hubert for how hard you work.
You know what I need? Some good, solid alone time. Just kicking back and taking it easy for a bit.
I agree. When you're busy, taking it easy begins to sound like quite the luxury.
What's happening in the throne room?
Hubert, what's wrong?
Intruders in the palace, Your Majesty. They entered through one of the secret passages, and are even now attempting to hunt you down. I sent soldiers to intercept them. We should be prepared for anything.
Do you think it's those who slither in the dark?
I know not. But they could not have breached that passage without assistance from the inside.
So, a traitor.
Though there are only a few who know of that passage, and would be capable of acting as a guide. Your Majesty, might you kindly step this way?
Hubert, do you really think he would do that?
Oh, he thinks I did it. Oh, Shamir.
You're not getting away!
This shall be your grave, intruder!
You simpleton! Were you trying to annihilate me as well? Thanks to you, the assassin made their escape!
As though one of your paltry skill would have caught such elusive prey in the first place. What matters now is that we give pursuit. All trespassers must be felled without mercy.
Alright, defeat Shamir. Alright, well, I mean, hey, why not, right?
I'm going to doze off. I just know it.
Alright, this should be a good team. 1,500 enemies, 16 minutes. Alright. This is probably a Knights of Saros, huh?
Which means the attackers.
They must be the Knights of Saros' assassins. We must protect Her Majesty with everything we have.
Stop the enemy incursion! Seal off those entry points before reinforcements arrive!
Lady Edelgard, I must ask that you remain in the throne room where it will be easier to defend you and predict enemy movements. And as your protection will require my full attention, I will remain here at your side.
Anything for Lady Arianrhod. It's careless to be allowing assassins inside. We must exterminate them with much haste.
There's Shamir.
Peace, good intruder. I assure you, I'm no fighter.
Oh, it's count. Oh.
Says the wolf in sheep's clothes. But sure, whatever. Where's the Emperor?
Oh, if I must. Leave.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
Good. Just a little more and we'll retake this section of the palace.
safe until they came barging in.
Enemy down.
You're not my target, which means you're wasting my time.
Tremendous work.
Can't waste another minute.
Ah.
Slippery creature. Let's stay on guard.
Over here! More intruders!
Oh. Huh, it's a good thing everyone's in there.
Crush them all.
Is there even one room I can be alone?
Assassins are advancing on Edelgard. Someone should go back. Keep her safe.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Monica's over there too. Yeah, I'll send Yuritsa over there too to defend her.
The enemy is trying to seize the fire orbs.
If they succeed, they'll be able to target Her Majesty. You can't let that happen.
You're done!
Starting the mission.
Claim the Emperor's head myself!
Enemy poses a nasty threat. Dispatch her at once.
Alright, that was easy.
That was too close. We best stay on our guard, Your Majesty. Here it comes! You're done!
Ooh, we secured the fire orbs.
These aren't assassins. They're an army.
Almost got the enemy requirement.
Everyone to me! I will walk you to the Emperor's hiding place.
Uh-oh.
Well, that can't be good. He's going to use magic to send in attackers.
Doing their fortress knights, so they move slow.
I'm glad you took care of those reinforcements. The last thing I want is more work.
This is just the beginning. Your power walks the line of darkness. It is great enough to overrun the battlefield. Take this! Yeah, not bad. That takes care of the rabbit. Which leaves us with the true problem at hand.
Oh, there's Shamir.
We'll not escape our clutches this time. Out of the way!
They're really keeping the heat on. Alright, time for another approach.
Enough of this. It seems clear the enemy won't come out of hiding until I do.
Okay.
That may be true, Your Majesty, but is it wise to place yourself in such peril? Ah, Linhardt. It seems you're actually willing to work when the Emperor's life is on the line.
Could you imagine the headaches if she died? Not that you don't already work every second of the day.
And assassins.
There is not a question of can. My will is theirs.
Alright.
Starting the mission.
You go over there too, Yuritsa.
Caught one. Do it. That should do for now.
Skies were meant to be secure.
Oh, why would you think that? Oh, there's Catherine.
It's brave of you to try and lure us out, but such courage will cost you your life.
Thunder, Catherine. It seems Rhea is not playing around.
Here it comes! You're done! They've broken through. We must hurry to Her Majesty's side.
No mercy to the Archbishop's enemies!
My lord, we stand ready to walk the Emperor back to the throne room upon your command.
Here I go!
Bear witness.
Man, that might not be necessary.
Your life is forfeit.
Yeah, there goes Catherine.
I fight with all my...
You're taking a beating, Catherine. But don't worry, I've got your back.
Not a problem. Strange, Shamir. I heard you quit the Knights of Saros yesterday.
Well, someone's done their research. But yeah, I'm just another mercenary now.
Then let me make you an offer. Come work for us, and we will spare Catherine's life.
Don't listen to him, Shamir! That can't be good. Run, Catherine. I'm staying.
Oh, done.
Don't make me drag you out of here, Shamir. Go before I kill you myself. Damn it.
I just had to beat Catherine. Alright.
Good. We have a contract.
Cool.
The threat has been quelled, but we allowed them far too much leeway.
I don't think I opened the chest, did I?
Situation calls for careful reflection.
Still, you saved my life, which means my path for the future remains intact.
Oh, well.
Thank you.
Hubert, did you hear? My father has
Escaped.
Vanished. Yes. We should have killed the dastard when we had the chance. What happened to your solemn vow to not let him stage a comeback? I told you this would happen. I
think you knew he would try and scrabble his way out of his predicament. Such is the nature of a noble. Until you finally squash them, that is.
I have no way to refute that point.
I could excoriate you further, but we lack the time. We must get to the bottom of this, and quickly. The Knights of Seros descended on us with the fury I have rarely seen. In all that confusion, even a bear could have slipped away without raising an alarm.
I would not go so far as to call them conspirators, but my father had many old friends in the palace. Some may have turned a blind eye. They should be found and questioned.
I agree. That is one possibility. Though there is another. Yes, well. Now that we have a fugitive on our hands, I intend to make full use of it. This situation affords us a chance to remedy another.
If that is the beginning of a scheme, Hubert, you do a terribly poor job of veiling it.
It is no concern of yours. Not yet, at any rate.
Right. Lovely. Well, so long as whatever you're planning has Edelgard's blessing and will be of aid to the Empire, I will brook no complaint.
All will be revealed in time.
War feeds.
This is...
I won't let...
I did open the chest. And we got Shamir.
I'm told the secret passage they used was sealed off centuries ago.
Yes. The palace floor plans failed to even show it. I'm shocked the church knew of its existence.
In the age of Seros, the Empire and Church were intimately related. It's safe to assume the Central Church took pains to retain its information from the time.
I shudder to think what other inconvenient secrets they might be privy to.
Yes, well, based on the scale of the attack, they must have seen this as their first and only chance. Ah, there you are.
And they said you wanted to talk?
Yes. I believe I owe you an apology.
Oh yeah? What for?
To be blunt, I thought you were with the enemy. I had you pegged for an informant, planted among us by those who slither in the dark. It was not an unreasonable assumption. You enter Her Majesty's life at the perfect time, allure her with your strength, and choose our house to study with. And oh, surprise! You have dark powers. It was all too much to dismiss as mere coincidence.
It was at Hubert's suggestion that I appointed you captain of our mercenary unit. He felt this would allow us to quietly assess your abilities and allegiances, and I agreed. I know I told you I did this because I believed in you and your strength, but the decision was somewhat more nuanced than that. I'm sorry.
The moment I got wind of this attack, I immediately thought of you. This is it, I thought. The traitor has sprung the trap, and now the Emperor's life is in danger. But instead, you thwarted the assassination attempt and kept Her Majesty safe. I was wrong about you. Deeply so. And for that, I am ashamed beyond measure. Pray forgive me.
Yes.
You know, I thought it was weird how quick you both trusted me, but this is seriously too much. Surely there was a better way than this to test me.
Perhaps. But I believe we made the proper decision at the time. Given the facts at our disposal, I was not about to hang my head and apologize until I was certain it was safe to take my eyes off you.
That said, we owe you more than a logical explanation. There must be some way we can make this up to you.
You can start by trusting me. Or, if that's not in the cards, have the decency to tell me you don't to my face. At least then I'll know where I stand.
I doubt doing so would have changed anything. But I understand the sentiment. We will attempt to be better going forward.
Be better? Really?
Hubert, why not just promise to be more forthright?
Because that might make me a liar. Let me speak plain. I no longer believe you to be working with the enemy. However, that does not necessarily mean the possibility is now non-existent.
Well, I guess I did ask for honesty. But look, do you guys trust me or not?
Of course we trust you.
Or I do, at least. So please, let us begin this relationship anew on solid ground.
It is now 1182. The great war Edelgard instigated has swept across Fodlan and looks more grim with each passing day. The Empire struggles to hold Arianrhod to the west and the Great Bridge to the east. The kingdom cannot bring western lands to heal. Even the Alliance must face changing times. The Central Church sends the Knights of Seiros to the Imperial capital to assassinate the Emperor, but fails. Roughly half a year passes before the tides show any true sign of shifting. Scarlet Blaze. Shifting history. 5 months have passed since the attack on the Emperor, and 1182 nears a close. Though each army schemes, the battle maps barely change. But now, history is about to resume its course.
What's Claude up to?
Today is a momentous day
Oh.
in Fodlan's history that people will mark for generations to come.
Then why do you look so conflicted?
I'm not conflicted, Claude. I'm just painfully aware of how much stronger I need to be. That's why I'm counting on you and the Alliance to make up the difference.
Hey, I've got feeling unprepared down to a science, so let's say we help each other out. If we work together, we can achieve what's best for both of us, right?
Indeed.
I have reviewed the terms, Your Majesty. All that remains is the placement of your seals.
Everything looks good to me. I'm especially glad we found a solution to the control of Murden.
You've done fine work here, Hubert. Thanks. And thanks to you as well, Holst. You know I'm not good at this sort of thing.
I've never known you to shy away from ceremonial affairs like this. But it is the most significant pact since the founding of the Leicester Alliance, so your caution was most prudent. I must admit, I was quite nervous. Thankfully, I managed not to follow it up.
You surely jest. You did your work masterfully, without batting an eye. I am truly impressed that Leicester's most valiant general is so well versed in diplomacy.
Don't be insulting, Hubert. Sir Holst is a duke. A man can be brave in battle and still know how to get things done. Take our Minister of Military Affairs, for example.
A man for whom the term looks can be deceiving was likely invented.
Speaking of Count Burgleys, where is he? I thought he'd be here so we could go head-to-head. We never did get to finish our battle.
I'm afraid the Count couldn't make it, but perhaps you'd consider my bodyguard instead? I'm certain you'll find the challenge to your liking. Is this your first time meeting, by the way?
It is. Well, friend, care to go around with me?
I don't think that's a round I'd be surviving.
They say this Holst character is the strongest man in Leicester. But is he as strong as the Ashen Demon?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Now that's what I like to hear.
I hope you mean later and not this very second. It would be a shame to get blood all over this nice paperwork.
Yes. All eyes are on us. We must make this a grand gesture and show our soldiers that Adrestia and Leicester have joined forces for a brighter future.
Well, let's get to it. As leader of all the lords and knights who sit at the round table of the Leicester Alliance, I, Claude von Regan, hereby swear this pact. Leicester pledges to work in harmony with the Adrestian Empire and do everything in its power to secure a peaceful future for Fodlan.
By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword that crowns the double-headed eagle, I, Edelgard von Hresfeld, hereby swear this pact. Adrestia pledges to work hand in hand with the Leicester Alliance to deliver peace to the land and secure a future for all its people.
The pact is sealed.
And now it is our job to uphold it.
Goodness, look how far you've risen. You're standing on the stage of history. I know you'll do great things. Yes, and greater things still.
Right then. We've got plenty of bright new faces here at the round table today. First, a brand new count ruling Gloucester. And Duke Goneril and Count Ordelia have decided that their heirs will sit for them.
Unfortunately, Lawrence and Lysithea can't join us, due to their responsibilities in the Imperial Army.
I called you here to give you notice. The Leicester Alliance is assenting to the Empire's request and sending troops to the Kingdom front. Houses Regan, Gloucester, and Daphne will be supplying most of the soldiers. And instead of the usual route through Aelel, we'll be invading Fraldarius directly by sea.
You're staying behind, right, host?
Indeed I am. Almyra is still an unknown quantity, and we've no idea if or when Prince Shahid might stage another attack. And the same goes for House Ordelia. They've had more than their share of troubles on their border. We agreed that shipping their army away might not be the most prudent of ideas.
And that's all she wrote. You'll find the details in the document you've all been given. I wish the kingdom would see they're between a rock named Adrestia and a hard place named Leicester and throw that white flag high, but of course they won't. So good luck, everyone. I'm counting on you.
And so, the Alliance has agreed to bring their troops to bear and attack the kingdom from the east. At the same time, we will resume our invasion from the west, using Arianrhod as a foothold. We'll subjugate the kingdom's lords one by one as we work our way toward Lathan.
News of the pact will doubtless have spread throughout the kingdom by now. Provided enough houses see the futility in fighting, we may be able to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. However, that is likely wishful thinking. We should instead expect the worst and prepare accordingly.
You think? Some of them already bent the knee to us once, along with Count Rowe. Wouldn't they jump at a chance to swap sides again?
An idea I am certain has already occurred to the king. Lately we have been scrambling to reorganize, dealing with an attack by the Knights of Seros and negotiating a pact with Leicester. And during that time, the winds of purgation have swept across Fargus.
Yeah, all the old Western lords have been dealt with, I'm sure.
In one fell swoop, the king has expunged most of the nobles likely to align with us.
Still, it's us and the Alliance against him, which means we've got the advantage. What's there to worry about?
The concern isn't that we'll lose. It's that winning might come at the cost of too many lives. What an utterly pointless, senseless thing to do. Oh, I find it all so very draining.
Whatever our intent, we're the instigators here. We can't expect the enemy to do anything less than defend their land with tooth and claw.
Speak for yourself. If someone invaded my territory, I'd hand over lands and titles on a silver platter. Especially if I had no chance of winning.
There is truly no other noble like you, Linhard. And perhaps no person at all for that matter. Regardless, we must proceed with caution. When people think someone is after what they possess, they respond with fear, even if the thought is all in their head. In the eyes of the people of Fargus, there is no limit to what evils the Empire might visit upon them.
My father started saying he can't sleep because he's scared the old church is coming to Garrett Mach to kill him. From the sound of my mother's letters, he's really shaken up.
Remember that the kingdom has much coldness. We must not forget to be bundling up like people of the snow.
Our Petra is always ready for what lies ahead.
I wish I had better understanding of your Fodlan ways, so I could be giving more assistance to everyone.
Don't worry about it, Petra. With all the different factions in this thing, even we have a hard time keeping it straight. This almost seems so backward compared to the way things were in Brigid.
In any case, the battles ahead will be more brutal than any we have yet fought. Keep a vigilant eye out for both yourselves and each other. That is all. Dismissed.
Guess things aren't gonna be so easy anymore. We're under some real pressure to win.
Ah, there we go. Emperor for Edelgard. New battalions. Alright, Edelgard has to see me. Something about a decision she's making. Oh, and these are the, pre-battle, war meetings.
Hello. Yes.
Shall we?
There you are. We shall begin the meeting at once. Come with me. Alright, battle suggestions.
I have a strategy.
What do we got? Swords, axes, gauntlets. I don't really care about any of these. Give me points to cast bar.
I'll do what I can.
Shall we? What do you think?
This may be a fierce battle. It's possible we could lose any one of our close comrades. I was just treasuring the moments we have now and spending time with them while you can.
Hey!
Thinking about my friend. Yeah, the whistle. I don't know who I want to give it to this run. I gave it to Constance last time.
That reminds
For the past 6 months, the kingdom has not continued their attempts to recapture Arianrhod. They have instead poured all their efforts into managing the nobles in the western regions, nobles who find their loyalty wavering. Replacing lords, imposing adoptions, delivering hostages, strategic marriages. They have been quite thorough. What could possibly be worth such strenuous efforts to protect?
Let's see.
Dignity, maybe? Pretty sure they don't want the Empire to control them. Personally, I would never want our home to be controlled by the kingdom either. But that is not a matter of dignity. It is simply a strong objection to the notion of being ordered around by fools.
Hello. Do you have a moment?
This area, along with the Garrett territory, was once part of the Empire. It was known as the Mock region. Meanwhile, the land to the north of Fargus was taken from Sreng, as was Dusker, of course. Those who side with the Central Church boast that the goddess granted them this land. But ultimately, no one owns the land. Whoever is in power at any given moment simply exercises their control over it. If it isn't my savior, you're looking well. Have you come to ask me for a favor? Monica, how long are you to keep calling me that? It's been 6 months. I was just protecting Edelgard, that's all.
I agree.
If you insist, I'll treat you like anyone else. Oh boy.
Nice one.
We're finally moving again. Got to take down the kingdom this time. I actually wanted to bring down the Alliance too, but I can't do much about that now that we're working together. Gerald's mercenaries present our biggest problem now. If only there was a way to get them on our side. I hope we'll be able to concentrate mainly on the Royal Army and steer clear of the mercenaries. I wonder if we can come up with a diversion that would draw them off the battlefield. Randolph has been working so hard these past 6 months. He's not only been training, but he's also been studying tactics too. He's going to be such a huge help in the upcoming battle.
Yes.
He used to be unreliable, but now I can say with all my heart that he's our rock. I'm so proud of him. I'm so useless now. Been away from battle too long. I can't even remember how to hold a weapon. I should just stand in the back.
Oh no!
Hey, how long have you been there? Did you hear what I said? I was just practicing what I'd say to Edelgard. I feel like crawling into a hole and never coming out. Oh, Count Rowe's here.
A moment of your time.
I am Count Rowe, and I am charged with safeguarding Arianrhod, the Silver Maiden. I must repay the Empire for saving me. I vow to do all I can as the general in the Imperial Army. By the way, have you heard rumors of the savage Mockingbird? I let him go once, but I must find him again at all costs. Pay me no mind. This problem is my own. Ah, Yuri, he means. I have been trying to track my father these past 6 months, but I have not picked up any leads.
Unbelievable.
It is like he has vanished into thin air. I wonder where he is and what he's doing.
Let's
He's probably hiding out and plotting his grand return to the Empire. That is certainly plausible, though I doubt he could manage it on his own. which means he would need co-conspirators. I suppose I should focus my search along those lines.
Oh.
6 whole months and not so much as a peep from them. Even after we came all this way to Enbar, too. I'm quite disappointed if I'm being honest.
You sure?
But even that doesn't mean they're not going to show. It might pop up later.
That's appalling.
My, you're certainly taking this in stride. I'm practically desperate here. Our soldiers will soon march towards the Western Kingdom. I heard it will be passing through Dominic territory. Baron Dominic is Annie's, well, my friend's uncle. If we end up hurting him, I know she'll never forgive us. But there's nothing we can do about that, is there? It's all up to fate now.
Hey, could you spare a moment?
It has been quite an eventful 6 months. Do you want to hear what happened? You see, Edelgard asked me to assist her with some affairs of state. And while I was working, I got numerous ardent propositions from the men in the court.
Propositions for work, right?
I can't believe
Hey,
it.
who gave you permission to steal my thunder? I mean, you're right. But still, you've got some nerve.
Oh, come on, like we couldn't see where that was going.
Wonderful.
You are thriving, Caspar. Use your strength to crush the enemy. You understand that is your duty, yes?
Of course. We also need to keep our allies safe, too. I am Caspar, the Empire's sword and shield.
Oh.
Did you hear?
We took Arianrhod easily, though there were casualties. That's why many of us didn't consider the Knights of Saros to be a formidable threat. But then there was that massive attack 6 months ago, right? Some of our officers let their guards down and mistakes were made. They got in serious trouble. The kingdom has its own reasons for fighting, just like the Empire. I don't want to fight them, but I also can't say I want us to surrender. I have to tell myself every day that I made the right choice. I guess these things are never clear-cut, are they? Oh, come on. Hey, I got something to tell you. I saw my little sis and grandpa for the first time in ages. Maya, that's my sis. Has gotten taller too. She looks a lot like our ma from behind. Definitely got a little misty-eyed, but I made sure she didn't see.
Got a sec?
Did you know that Leicester used to be a part of the Empire? Then they rebelled against us, got occupied by the kingdom, and eventually won their independence. Now they're working with the Empire again.
Excuse me.
We are seeing each other after a long time. Are your skills still sharp?
Of course. You went back to Bridget, right?
Yes, home was very good. I went to the ocean and forest like when I was a child. I also said hello to the spirits.
Spirits, huh? Can't say I really understand, but they sound important to Bridget.
They are, but spirits are everywhere. You can be praying for their protection too.
What do you think?
How did it feel going onto the battlefield again? Were you overcome with sentimentality?
Right on.
Yeah, I was excited to get back to it. Excited, Can't say I was expecting that response.
Greetings. In actuality,
With permission from Her Majesty, I went to speak with Duke Regan and the other Leicester nobles. As you know, House Gloucester's territory expands right into the center of Leicester. The alliance has taken on a rather odd shape at present due to that. We are currently considering exchanging the northern part of Gloucester for Ardelia territory. However, I highly doubt that plan will come to fruition for a while. It's much more than redrawing lines on a map, you see.
Actually.
I've been accompanying Lawrence on his travels around Leicester for the past few months. I even managed to visit my family at one point. I hadn't seen them in a long time, so I'm glad I got the chance. It's made me homesick all over again, but I plan on refocusing so I can start working hard again. I know logically why we cannot be privy to when the fighting will resume. But to be honest, I wish I'd been informed much earlier about its recommencement. There's nothing more nerve-wracking than having a break that could end at any moment.
Can I help you?
There's been even more strife in Ferdiad since we successfully defended Arianrhod. A little bird told me the royal army brought down and executed a court mage named Cornelia.
Oh, so Cornelia's just gone now. That's good.
Word has it that she had been working alongside Lord Arundel and those who slither in the dark.
Well, at least Cornelia's dead.
It's finally time. Everyone's so much more relaxed and upbeat now. I feel the same, of course.
Yeah, everyone's smiling so bright I can barely see.
Leave it to you.
You're always optimistic enough to joke around, aren't you? I think that's a lovely trait.
By the by.
Ostensibly, the Western Church is obeying the policies of the Empire and the Southern Church. But I don't trust them. They've been treating the Archbishop with such hostility, too. I can easily see them causing trouble, and that scares me.
How may I help you?
The Rhodos coast is to the north of Mateus territory, where we'll be invading this month. That land is associated with St. Kihol, one of the four saints. There are rumors that a holy artifact lies beneath a monument on the coast, but I imagine that the Royal Army would have taken it years ago if it were of any use.
Do you have
When we allied with Leicester, I thought it would be a good opportunity to return home. But my adoptive father wouldn't allow it. He said I needed to concentrate on working for the Empire right now.
So basically...
I see. He's trying to make your family known to the Emperor.
Yes, I believe so. It's possible my adoptive father thinks the Empire will soon control all of Leicester. Our Lord venerates Her Majesty, but I find that hard to accept.
Huh?
Why?
Have you heard?
My family lost our hereditary position because of Her Majesty's reforms. Our duties were merely nominal, but we received compensation for them. Now all of that is gone. Our Lord just laughed and said, "Of course we'd be removed. We barely did anything."
So you're mad that your family is, fucking nobles.
Listen up.
Of course a fight breaks out the second I go back to Garreg-Mach. I'm glad I managed to get back in time.
You certainly made it back right on time. Getting into the fighting spirit, eh?
Not really. I just want to see how this battle will shake out. That's all.
Oh, man.
Life in the Imperial capital was rough. My pockets didn't get any fuller, I'll tell you that. And obviously I wasn't gonna pick any fights since I'm working closely with Her Majesty.
What?
Well, that's a surprise. Guess you can be an upstanding citizen when you want to be, huh?
For real?
That's surprising. That's surprising? Come on, you gotta give me more credit than that. Do I?
Listen.
It is a pity we cannot battle the Alliance, but there are skilled individuals within the Church and Kingdom. Thunder Catherine, the King of Fargus, and Archbishop Rhea.
Got a sec?
Wait a minute. I get everyone else, but you think Archbishop Rhea can hold her own in a fight? It's not really the impression I got. Those with strength have a particular scent. She is quite powerful in her own right.
Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. A lot's been happening in the capital, but now we've got an alliance with Leicester. So let's keep our spirits fresh and we'll fight on together.
Come to think
Count
of it,
Gloucester retired. Count Gloucester's retired now. Can you guess what he's been doing?
fishing in the Arianrhod River from the Great Bridge of Murden. My friend who helps manage the bridge was complaining they don't know what to do with him. Fucking. And so the war begins again. No need to worry. I'm not going to betray you. I'm not worried you'll betray us. We're going to be fighting some of your old friends. It's all the same to me. I had a feeling this day would come. I see things very differently from those knights. They have standards about who they ought to protect, about what's good or evil. To think that an honorable duke such as yourself would deign to speak with someone like me.
Why would you
I
like
doubt
to
I can
speak
be of
with
any
me?
use, but please, what business might you have with me? You have changed greatly, Constance. I cannot imagine what you must have been through.
I'm sorry,
I am
but
not
no.
worthy of your concern, my lord. The events of my life are exactly what you would expect for someone of my lowly stature. I apologize. Perhaps we should continue this conversation at a later date. We have a lot of support combos, don't we? I might wait and do the... Dude, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think I'll just do all those fucking tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, I'll save those for tomorrow. And any new paralogs? No, just the same paralog. Alright. So I think I'll end things off here for today. In the next episode, we will... Or in the next... Tomorrow, I mean. We'll do all the supports we missed. We have unlocked now. And then we'll just jump straight into battling. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Three Hopes. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.